everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Msme and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 5th of May 2022. Let's start. Which Indian state is the first to set up a gene bank project? So Maharashtra has announced to set up a gene bank project to conserve native and endangered animals, crops, marine and the biological species. So it will be implemented by the Maharashtra State Biodiversity Board and 172 crore rupees has been recently allocated for the next 5 years. So this project will work on total 7 themes, which are these. For example, marine, crop, veterinary, fresh water, grassland, biodiversity, protection and management of forest right areas, and regeneration of forest. Okay, so this project will basically focus on mitigating the impact on the food chain due to climate change. Fine. Now coming to the question slide, India has announced to set up the transmission interconnection for the transfer of renewable power with which country? So recently we have seen that the power ministries of India and Maldives have proposed 2 memorandum of understandings, right? One on energy cooperation and the second one on the transmission interconnection under one sun, one world and one grid. Okay, so correct answer would be Maldives. Why? Obviously to facilitate energy transition program of Maldives. India has agreed to set up a trade and technology council along with which global association? This is European Union. And few days back, if you remember, Bulgaria had abolished its controversial golden passport scheme, right? So in this, foreigners used to acquire the residency of Bulgaria when they invested a minimum amount of 5 lakh euros there in Bulgaria, okay? And they can also avail the citizenship of Bulgaria if they invest 1 million euros. So European Commission called for abolition of such a scheme. Why? Because it provides ways for money laundering. Okay. India signed Memorandum of Understanding with which country to set up a virtual network center on the quantum computing? This country is Finland. And for this purpose, India has identified 3 institutes, which are these. First is IIT Madras, second is CDAC Pune, and the third is IISER Pune. Fine. Which Indian state or union territory has launched a project to set up hobby hubs in government school? I think this is very much repeated question. Answer is New Delhi. And talking about New Delhi, don't forget that recently knowledge sharing agreement has been signed between Delhi and Punjab. Right? In which of the areas? For example, health, agriculture, environment, pollution control, etc. Fine. So you can be asked that the knowledge sharing agreement has been signed between which 2 states or union territory? Answer would be Delhi and Punjab. India signed a memorandum of understanding with which country to set up Maritime Rescue Coordination Center? This is Sri Lanka, and this center would be established under Sagar mission. Sagar stands for Security and Growth for All in the region. Why? To enhance the cooperation on maritime security in both the countries in the Indo-Pacific region. Fine. Can you tell me the exact city where the center is to be established? Do let me know in the comments. Next question. Which Indian bank launched the Open for All digital ecosystem for the MSME? So ICICI Bank has launched Open for All digital ecosystem for the MSMEs, and the digital service for MSME, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, can be used by customers of other banks as well. Okay, so one of the new services it provides is sanction of instant and paperless overdraft facility up to 25 lakh rupees, and it would be done through Insta OD Plus. Fine. So the feature enables the customers of any bank to avail of an overdraft instantly. Got it? Now coming to the question slide. World of Advanced Virtual Experience, that is WAVE, is an initiative of which Indian public sector bank? So Indian Bank has launched the digital transformation initiative called WAVE, and this bank has recently launched its first digital product called Pre-Approved Personal Loan. Okay, and it aims to provide the customers with instant loan disbursements serviced through digital channels only. Fine. So PAPL loan product can be availed through mobile application, website and internet banking facility. Okay, so correct answer is Indian Bank. Which Indian state is the first to set up a gene bank project? Just we have talked about it. This is the state Maharashtra. The Union Cabinet approved an additional funding of 820 crore rupees for which bank to expand its services? This is Indian Post Payment Bank. Fine. Now here we will cover two more news. First is the market regulator SEBI has reduced the time taken for allotment and listing after closure of the issue of REIT, means Real Estate Investment Trust and Infrastructure Investment Trust, to 6 working days from 12 days at present. Okay, so now this new rule will apply to a public issue of units of Real Estate Investment Trust and Infrastructure Investment Trust, which opens on or after 1st of June. Okay, so now this decision aims to streamline the process of public issue of units from REIT and InvIT. Right? So you can be asked that as per the SEBI, what is the time limit for allotment and listing after closure of issue of these units? Answer would be 6 days. Okay. Now apart from it, the World Bank has recently approved a $47 million project to support the government of India's mission Karam Yogi program. Okay, so this project will develop competency framework for the central ministries, department and agencies that develops an online training platform to deliver the training content and evaluate the effectiveness of the training. Right? Talking about mission Karam Yogi, it is a national program to build civil service capacity. Fine. So if you are asked that which organization approved this much amount of loan to support India's Karam Yogi program, answer would be World Bank. Next question. Which institution launched the mandate document for the national curriculum framework? So our Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan released the mandate document for the national curriculum framework, and the National Education Policy 2020 actually recommended the development of NCF in your areas, which include the school education, early childhood care and education, teacher education and adult education. Okay, so the development of the NCF is guided by the National Steering Committee, which is to be chaired by Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, and it is supported by the mandate group along with NCERT. Fine. Now coming to the question slide. Which of the following ministries has launched Information Monitoring Evaluation and Social Audit IMESA scheme? You have to remember what is the full form of IMESA. Fine. And which ministry is associated with this scheme? Answer is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Okay. So under this, social audits are to be conducted for all the schemes of department from financial year 2021 to 22 through the social audit units of the state and National Institute for Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. Okay. An initiative Captive Employer is launched under which of the following programs? So this initiative is under Deen Dayal
Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. Okay, and this scheme was launched in the year 2014. So this is a kind of nationwide placement linked skill development program which is to be funded by Ministry of Rural Development and the Government of India. Okay, and under this captive employer initiative, the post-training placement of candidates will give them at least 10,000 rupees for next 6 months. Okay, National Behavior Change Communication Framework for Garbage-Free Cities has been launched under which scheme? So Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 under the aegis of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched the National Behavior Change Communication Framework for the Garbage-Free Cities. Okay, so it aims to serve as the guiding document and blueprint for the states and cities to undertake the large-scale multimedia campaigns along with the interpersonal communication campaign. Okay, Integrated Road Accident Database, that is IRAD project, has been launched in which state or union territory? Answer is Chandigarh, and it is an initiative of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and aim is to improve the road safety. Fine. Which union ministry launched the commemorative event Enterprise India? So it has been launched by Ministry of Msme under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebration. Okay. Next question. Which is the venue of Semicon India Conference 2022? So the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the Semicon India Conference 2022 in Bengaluru, and the consumption of semiconductor is expected to cross $110 billion by the year 2030, and India has the world's fastest growing startup ecosystem. So the Government of India has recently launched the production linked incentive schemes that offer incentives of over $26 billion in 14 key sector. Okay, now let's see some of the important hosts and conferences. Which city is the venue of first ever Incredible India International Cruise Conference 2022? This is Mumbai. And the first iconic sea cruise terminal would be commissioned by Mumbai in the year 2024. Which union ministry organized the Amrit Samagam National Conference? Answer is Ministry of Culture. Which state organized the National Judicial Conference on Mediation and the Information Technology? This state is Gujarat. Which state is the host of conference and exhibition on the national calendar of India? This is Madhya Pradesh. Which city is the host of Wings India 2022 conference? This city is Hyderabad. Okay. Next question. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship signed a Memorandum of Understanding with which Indian organization to upskill its technical staff? So Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship signed this MOU with the Indian Space and Research Organization to upskill the technical staff, and more than 4,000 ISRO technical employees will be trained in the program over the course of the next 5 years. So it aims to create a formal framework for the short-term courses for capacity building of the technical staff of ISRO as per the industry requirement. Fine. Now coming to the question slide, Flipkart has signed an MOU with which state or union territory to train and support the local artisans, weavers and handicraft maker. So for this purpose, Flipkart has signed this MOU with the state of West Bengal. Which Indian state has recently signed MOUs for the development of 7 ropeway project? Answer is Himachal Pradesh. And you have to tell me the districts of Himachal Pradesh where this project is to be implemented. Kerala signed an MOU with which country for the Cosmos Malabaricus project? It is the Netherlands. And don't forget that the Netherlands is the host for the Invictus Games for the year 2022. And for next edition, means for 2023, the host for this event would be Germany after Netherlands. Okay. India recently signed MOUs on the Nuclear Energy Partnership and the Global Innovation Partnership with which country? So India has signed these MOUs with UK. Why? To counter the China's growing military presence in the Pacific as well as in other region. Which major economy has signed an agreement on security cooperation with the Solomon Island? This is China. Fine. Next question. Which university has been ranked first among all the public universities in India by the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2022. So Calcutta University has been ranked first among all the central and state aided public universities in the country by Times Higher Education, called the Impact Rankings 2022. And Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham was placed at 41st place in the overall table. And India is the fourth most represented nation across the ranking, with 64 universities featuring in the total along with Turkey. So Australia's Western Sydney University is ranked at the top spot in the overall ranking, which includes 1,406 institutions. Fine. Now coming to the question slide, which Indian state is the first to set up a gene bank project? Again, repeated question, it is Maharashtra. The first human case of H5N1 bird flu was reported in which country? So first time it was reported in UK. And recently we have seen this bird flu in USA. Jamtara, the first district in the country where Gram Panchayats have community libraries, is located in which state or union territory? So don't forget that which is the first district in the country to have the Gram Panchayats with proper community library. This is Jamtara from the state Jharkhand. Which is the first airline in Asia to use the Gagan satellite-based navigation system during landing? It is Indigo. Which country has detected the first case of H3N8 strain of bird flu in human? This is China. Okay. Next question. As a part of Mission Sagar 9, INS Ghadial recently delivered critical medicines to which country? So INS Ghadial, as part of Mission Sagar 9, delivered over 760 kgs of 107 types of critical life-saving medicines to the Sri Lanka. And the recent mission aims to provide medical help to the Sri Lanka during its ongoing economic crisis. So the Indian Navy undertakes several humanitarian operations titled as Mission Sagar to assist the friendly countries in line with the Government of India's vision of Sagar, which stands for security and growth for all in the region. Okay. So correct answer would be Sri Lanka. Now question slide. The Indian Navy conducted operational demonstration at which city? So this operation was conducted at Visakhapatnam. P-8I is the long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft of which navy? So this is the aircraft of India. What is the name of the Indian Navy's indigenous stealth destroyer whose maiden sea trials was conducted recently? Answer is Mormugaon. Indian Navy's with sail training ship visited the port Sultan Qaboos, Oman for an operational turn round. This is INS Sudarshini. When is the Indian Navy Day celebrated every year? So Indian Navy Day is observed on 4th of December. Okay. Now a few days back we have seen that INS Khukri was in news. Why? Because recently it has been decommissioned by the Indian Navy after its service of 32 years. Next question. Which country recently issued a proposal to ban menthol cigarettes and the flavored cigars? So the US Food and Drug Administration issued a proposal to ban menthol cigarette and the flavored cigar. So it aims to reduce the smoking in the American population as well as to reduce the tobacco related health disparities. So as per a US government survey, 85% of African Americans smoke the menthol cigarette, and the proposed ban does not cover electronic cigarette. Okay. Now let's see some of the important international current affairs. Ardeshir B.K. Dubash recently received the Order of Merit in the diplomatic service by which country? This country is Peru. Which country proposed the Global Security Initiative? So this is an initiative of China. Darfur province, where violent clashes were held recently, is located in which country? So this region lies in Sudan. Similarly, Bucha was also in news, where violent killings were there, and you have to tell me where does it lie. India recently commemorated 70th anniversary of establishment of the diplomatic relations with which Asian country? So we have recently celebrated 70 years of our diplomatic relationship with the country Japan. Special 301 report, which was seen in the news recently, is released by which country? So this is a report from USA, and recently in this report it has placed 7 countries in the priority watch list, which are these: India, China, Russia, Argentina, Chile, Indonesia and Venezuela. Okay. Next question. Ardeshir B.K. Dubash recently received the Order of Merit in the Diplomatic Service by which country? So former Honorary Consul of Peru in Mumbai, Ardeshir B.K. Dubash received the Order of Merit in the Diplomatic Service, and it is the highest distinction conferred by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the country Peru. So he was designated as Honorary Consul of Peru in the year 1973, and his career as Honorary Consul spanned for almost half a century. Fine. Now let's see some of the important awards and tournaments. Who won the 2022 Laureus World Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year award? So Laureus World Sportsman of the Year is Max Verstappen and Sportswoman is Elaine Thompson-Herah. Okay. Don't forget that men football team of Italy has been honored with Laureus Team of the Year for second time. Which state's e-proposal system has won the Champion Project Award in the United Nations WSIS Prizes 2022? This is the state Meghalaya. Emmanuel Macron has won the presidential election of which country? So now he is the president of France. Which Indian chess player won the La Roda International Open Chess Tournament? This is the Indian Grandmaster D. Gukesh. Can you tell me D. Gukesh is Indian Grandmaster at which place? For example, it's 70th or 71st or whatever. Do let me know in the comments. Stefanos Tsitsipas, who won the Monte Carlo Masters 2022, is a tennis player from which country? So he is a tennis player from the country Greece. Next question. Which infrastructure project won the Indian Building Congress Best Infrastructure Project? So the Border Roads Organization constructed the Atal Tunnel built in Rohtang in the state of Himachal Pradesh has received the Indian Building Congress Best Infrastructure Project Award. So the IBC jury selected the strategic tunnel as the best project for excellence in the built environment in the year 2021. So it was dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 3rd of October 2020. Now coming to the question slide, Dudhwani, India's first community radio station, has been inaugurated in which state? So this has been inaugurated in the state of Gujarat. Which city inaugurated the country's first ever digital bus service? This is Mumbai. Also don't forget that India's first water taxi service has also been started in Mumbai few days back. India's first portable solar rooftop system was inaugurated at which city? Answer is again Gandhinagar in the state of Gujarat. In which city was the decentralized waste management technology park recently inaugurated? Answer is East Delhi. Varnika ink manufacturing unit of Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited has been inaugurated in which city? This is Mysore. Fine. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nusrat Sana signing off.